So we were talking about etong very timely. Yung ayon sa balita, pinaalala nila na tayong lahat na senador pala si Senator Bong Revilla.
Nanalo siya noong 2019.
Ano ba siya? 19.
Yeah, 2019. Di ba yung kanyang sayaw?
So, it's not even budots really in the strict sense. Pero nakakapanalo pala ng eleksyon yun. Matuto na tayo. Ay, ikaw.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I'm
not going to do that.
Parang hindi ko kaya.
It's insulting to the intelligence of the Filipino people.
And to my dance skills. If any. So, okay.
Okay, balik tayo doon sa ating issue.
So, nakikita na natin.
Makitanong kita. Have you ever heard na si Barry Gutierrez, yung spokesperson din yata ito ng kabilang parlor, yung pink parlor? Because you are more nakatuto ka sa social media than me. Na-suspended ba siya or na-restricted ba siya at any time? Have you ever heard of that?
I've never heard of
Kasi ako hindi ko
na
narinig na si Barry Gutierrez ay na-restricted. Samantalang si Attorney Vic Rodriguez ni-restrict ngayon.
Cisco ba may narinig kayo na ni-restrict si Lito Banayo?
Wala rin. O bakit yung spokesperson lang at chief of staff ni BBM ang na-restrict?
Hindi. Tapos, pag tinignan mo, anong violation nito?
I think dapat Attorney Trixie, going yung kanina sinabi mo, European Union or the European Parliament is beginning to restrict. I think our legislature should also look at this na mag-provide tayo ng legal framework by which Facebook can operate in the Philippines na hindi madihado yung sovereign acts ng gobyerno.
Correct.
And mapangalagaan yung ating freedom of speech and expression, especially pagdating sa panahon ng eleksyon.
No, ganito kasi, the problem with Facebook is that they impose a penalty.
Wala actually due process. You are not you do not know exactly kung bakit ka na-restrict and you're not allowed to contest it.
Correct.
Walang mechanism na malinaw. Paano mo i-contest yung impending penalty?
And the fact checkers have such large powers, di ba? Pwede silang walang appeal, although it is part of the requirement as an accredited fact checker is dapat may appeals procedure sila.
I'm not aware.
It's in the dun sa Pointer Institute.
I mean, dito sa like for example, Rappler and Vera Files, meron ba silang mechanism for appeal? Actually,
tinignan ko, especially Vera Files. Kasi, ang Vera Files, wala silang malinaw na appeals procedure. And that was, surprisingly, when they were getting accreditation from the Pointer Institute, it was one of those things na ninote sa kanila. Now, here's what happened. They got accredited anyway. You know why? The Pointer Institute authorized a Filipino, I don't know who he's related to check Vera Files. Okay. And so based on his opinion, itong walang katuturang almost nothing indicating an appeals procedure, deemed it sufficient and recommended that they be accredited with the Pointer Institute. The Pointer Institute accredits the fact checkers. Facebook relies on their accreditation.
This Pointer Institute, which is, saan ito nakabase?
Lord knows. US to, US based.
Malamang. Tapos may control din yata si Facebook dyan It's one of their...
salit-salit yan So, unusually, na-allow ang Vera Files. I mean, let's not even talk about Rappler. Rappler supposedly allows an appeals procedure, but nobody ever gets, has a successful appeal, or very, very few actually successfully appealed.
Yeah.
So, di ba? Unusual rin yung na yun. So now, you have a third party being awarded such huge
considerable powers
over our free speech. So dito it would be unthinkable. For example, the Philippine government will not contract out, for instance, to a separate party to check whether or not probable cause exists, so that you can file a case in court, diba? Hindi nila kino-contract out yan.
Hindi pwede yun.
But that's what Facebook does.
Effectively, that's what happens in fact-checking. Yun yung nangyayari sa fact-checking. Parang, ang gobyerno natin, hindi pwedeng i-contract out to a private company yung determination ng probable cause in order to file a criminal complaint. That is the job of the Department of Justice. Exactly. It's a government agency. Dapat ang gumagawa niyan. In the case of Facebook, parang ganun. Yung kino-contract out nila doon sa private fact-checkers.
Correct. And we have no contract with those private fact-checkers.
Oo nga. Wala tayong actually connection doon. They were just imposed on us by Facebook.
Pero they're in our faces all the time. So we are subjected to the biases of these, ano.
And diba, yun na nga, yung kabilang parlor, hindi sila nare-restrict.
Correct. So now, ang election is what we call a supreme act of sovereignty.
Yes.
This is where the people exercising their free will,
their freedom of to choose their leaders who will govern them.
Correct. So, diba, recognized yan all over the world as the act of sovereignty. This is the one thing that nobody should be able to interfere in. Our choice of our own leaders. The sovereign is the people. Dito sa
ganito yan mga kababayan. In a democratic in a democratic country like ours, Republican, ang sistema kasi ng gobyerno natin, we give up much of our private rights to the government.
Yes.
We give up much of our private rights to the government in exchange for orderly governance, public safety, security.
Yes.
In return, ang sabi ng gobyerno, sige, kayo ang pipili ng sinong mag-govern sa inyo. So the governed will be the one to choose who will govern them for a specific period of time. Okay. So ito yung exercise ng ating election. It's an act of sovereignty.
Correct.
Remember, the power of government all powers of government emanates from the people. So lahat ng kapangyarihan ng gobyerno ay nanggagaling po sa ating political na kapangyarihan. Bawat isa sa atin. It just becomes so big because collectively we entrust it to them. Pero pag tayo lang isa, insignificant yun. Kaya nga, the majority wins. Diba? Kung sino yung makakuha ng maraming boto, yun ang mananalo.
So, ito din, okay. Because the sovereign, di ba? Kaya nga sovereignty is because kinikilala natin yung sovereign. What is a sovereign? It is the leader. Di ba? A king is the sovereign.
In a monarchy.
In a monarchy.
The king is the monarchy. The people choose to repose their political power in their king. Tayo hindi.
And the king is chosen by God. Okay, basically ganun yan. That's
Divine
why, divine
right
of kings in the Bible.